Hello. My name's Eliza, and this is a collective consciousness download. What that means is that I am offering my body, my vessel, my instrument as a means of communication from any spirits or disincarnates. That means beings without a body, those who exist within the realms of Earth, who have positive intentions and who are willing to work with us today in order to pass on information that is appropriate for the expansion of those who are listening. So if you are watching this video, first of all, hi. Thank you for watching. And, I love you. Also, if you're watching, what that means is that there will be some information here that is relevant for you in your current space, your current world, where you are at right now, in your lessons, your learnings, your understandings, your growth. If you have any questions that come up for you while you're watching this, please write them in the comments. You can also send me a personal message if that's more comfortable for you. If you'd like to let me know where you're watching from, that'd be cool. I'm really curious about where you are and what's going on with you in the world. Okay, so I do have a couple of questions from some previous viewers. So I am going to ask those questions as we go. So I'm getting a little bit clearer as I continue to do these transmissions for you about who I'm communicating with and where they're coming from. What has happened, which I'm thrilled about, is that instead of different representatives of particular group, or you could say family of beings from different parts of the cosmos, instead of each one kind of sending someone to represent, they can kind of come into me, they speak through me, and then they move out, another one comes in. What's happening now, which I think is so great, is that they're getting together and they're forming a collective. I recognize that this is happening as a means to make it easier for me to do this work, more efficient, which I adore, but also easier on my body and my state of being. So I'm really grateful that they have begun to work together in that way. I'm appreciative of that. Thank you. It's really beautiful to work with you all. I'm going to start with the questions, so I know I'm getting those before I put my conscious brain to the side to just really clear the channel out. So, Susan, you had a question about your life purpose. And Robin, you had a question about whether or not I was working with some of the beings, the spirits who work with the John of God healings that go on in Brazil. Well, yeah, he travels around, but okay. Sweet, delicate, sensitive Susan, your life purpose is to simply be joy. The way that you giggle, you have noticed that when you giggle and you smile and you have that girly way about you, that others smile too. It lightens up the space around you. We want you to know that your life purpose is simply to continue doing this. There are quite a great number of you who are incarnated now through choice of your own on planet Earth who have this life purpose. You are here. You have come as pure energy beings, and your purpose is to simply hold that pure energy that is expressed in the human condition through joy and laughter and playfulness. It is very important for you. Let us say more specifically, it is advantageous and will be easier for you in your life if you surround yourself with people who support this and inspire this joy, as well as those who hold a similar frequency. It is helpful for you to surround yourself with those who are soft, who can be delicate. You are a very sensitive being. It is one of the skills that you came to Earth with, and one of the things that allow you to really find more joy and express it and share it with those that you come across in your everyday life. So to be more clear with you, it is helpful for you to have a very harmonious existence, to ensure that your situations are quiet and calm, joyful and peaceful. This will make it easier for you to be that which you already are. There is nothing more you need to do. Any other learnings or paths that you choose are completely within your own exploration of Earth world. There are some specific lessons that you have come here to learn through this experience, and we know that you are understanding these right now. Some of them are to do with you putting yourself in a place in your mental and your emotional capacity that says you are equal and worthy, equal to others and worthy of love and softness, worthy of being treated in a gentle way. This is one of the lessons that you are learning. You are also learning how to exist as a separate expression of source energy within a collective field. You are used to simply being one of the collective and not acting as an individual. And sometimes this means that your life is somewhat confusing for you. You are uncertain about why there is hate and fear and separation that causes us to want to be cruel to one another in the human condition. This has simply come from your past experience. This is something quite new to you, and so you are learning how to find joy and continue reconnecting, and if you like, refueling that joyous, happy part of you as you live in this separate physical expression. Robin, we wish to answer your question with a yes. Some of the beings who work with the John of God collective of beings, there are thousands of them who work with that particular medium and the mediums that he works with, and yes, some of them have certainly heard the call from Eliza and are willing to help. They, however, have not been speaking directly with her or through her. They instead are acting as somewhat a support mechanism, and also they are watching very curiously. That is why we are referring to them as they. They are not part of this collective specifically, but they are watching very curiously for future work with this being who is currently named Eliza. We are very grateful to be able to answer questions with you. We appreciate being able to offer some clarity and illumination to some confusion that you may have. We certainly invite those of you who are listening now to ask more questions. We are so willing to answer them. For now, though, there is something we wish to share with you. We have been watching for some time the parallels of Earth to another place that is existing in a different part of the cosmos. These parallels are somewhat creating a caution for us with which we wish to share with you right now. Sorry for our stumbling. We are seeking for the right words. We wish to communicate with you as clearly as possible in a way that there will be no more confusion and that you will understand everything that we are saying. There is no need for you to be alarmed. It is, however, very important for you now to be very focused on your mental output. We are asking you, in order to move closer, faster, towards a space where there is love as the main feeling, you could say, sensation the fuel for you to live. We know that those of you who are watching wish for love to have more power on earth to create and facilitate great changes that lead to equality, that lead to an end in suffering. In order for you to contribute to this, it is important for you to have mental discipline that does not allow you to focus on the tragedies of life, to focus on what you are lacking or what the world is lacking, and instead focus on what you have. We hope that you can understand why this is so relevant and so powerful. We are asking for you simply to retrain your brain to see the beauty of life. This will therefore allow you to open to receive and see and notice and share more beauty. The things that happen in life that challenge you, you know, are opportunities for growth. If this is something that you know and accept, then can they be seen as beautiful expressions of the polarized existence you are currently in? Do they need to be framed as something that is tragic or awful or terrible? Could we instead find some way to view the world in its entirety as something that is in a grand, magnificently diverse, chaotically harmonious process of evolution? Things will move in and out of the shadows. The world will continue to turn from dark to light. This is all organic and intrinsic to the cycles. So we ask for you simply to see this perhaps as cycles and to focus on those things that allow you to feel good, to feel better. Do not think of the environment as something that is failing or being killed. Think of the environment as something that is beautiful and exquisite and has a magnificent ability to show you how to care for it. Do not think of how you are destroying it. Instead, speak of how you will care for it and take action to do so. We will continue to speak more about this later on in your time. Okay, I'm gonna switch that off because that's an alarm. Hi. Yeah, okay, that was an interesting feeling. It's always an unusual thing to do. Okay, thank you for watching. I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna record another one later. It felt like there was a little more that wanted to come through, but I have to go and check on a friend who's in a bit of a process right now. I have to get back to. So anyway, okay. Less special, wonderful human. Thank you, and I'll talk to you later.